Good morning, students. In last class we have studied about 6.3 random variable. Today we are going to see about the probability distribution. Before going to do the sums, we know what is the meaning of normal distribution and as well as the properties of normal distributions. So the curve is bell shaped and symmetrical about the line x equal to mu. Okay. In normal distribution, mean, median, mode, all median mode of the distribution are coincide with one another. X-axis is the asymptotes to the curve. Then the no portion of the curve lies below the x-axis. The point of inflection of the curves are x equal to mu plus or minus sigma. Okay. So before going to the things, the properties of the standard normal distribution. So the area under the standard normal distribution curve is 1. And 68.26% of area lies between z equal to minus 1 and z equal to 2, 1. And 95.44% of area lies between z equal to minus 2 and z equal to 2. And 99.74% of area lies between z equal to minus 3 and z equal to 3. Okay. So now we define the binomial distribution. What is the meaning of binomial distribution? A random variable x is said to follow binomial distribution with the parameter n and p if it assumes only non-negative value and its probability mass function is given by p of x equal to x where q equal to 1 minus p. Okay. So now we are going to see the fourth sum, and because there are many theory questions are there in these chapters, so you have to read in order to score marks in 3 marks and 2 marks, because theory questions are asked in 2 marks and 3 marks. The first question is 6th question. It is if remaining sum, it is theory parts. If 5% of the items produced turn out to be defective, then find out the probability that out of 20 items selected at random, there are exactly 3 defective, at least 2 defective, exactly 4 defective, find the mean and variance. These are the 4 questions asked here. Here it is said that 5% of the item produced out to be defective means P equal to 5%, that is 5 by 100, and Q equal to 1 minus P, that is 95 by 100 it is. So N equal to, it is said that 10 items, it is printing mistake, change into 20 items. So N equal to 20 items. The first question asked here is exactly 3 defective. So exactly 3 defective means the number of defective is 3 out of 20 numbers. So here we are using the formula P of x equal to NCX P of x q power n minus x, where n equal to 0 to n. So here exactly 3 defective means n equal to 20 and c equal to 3. So out of 20 there are 3 defective, therefore 20 C3 5 by 100, that is p power 3 and q power 20 minus 3, it is 17. So we want 3 defective means p power 3, remaining things it is undefectives, therefore it is 20 minus 3, it is 17. So 0.05 whole power 3 and 0.95 whole power 17 into 20 C3. 20 C3 is nothing but 20 into 19 into 18 divided by 1 into 2 into 3. So this concept you know already in 11th itself. You have studied in 11th itself. So follow the same things here also. 0.05 whole power 3 means it is 0.05 into 0.05 into 0.05. Likewise you have to find the values of 0.95 whole power 17. After multiplying we are getting the answer 0.059. The next question it is asked at least 2 defective. At least 2 defective means more than 2. The meaning is more than 2 or 2. Okay, 2, 3, 4 like this it comes to 20. So in order to find the P of x greater than or equal to 2 means first we find the less than or equal to 2 and subtract it from 1. We are getting the value of at least 2 defective, because the total probability is equal to 1. From that probability I am subtracting the P of x is less than 2 in order to get the value of P of x greater than 2. So 1 minus P of x equal to less than 2 means it is 0 and 1. So P of x equal to 0 means 20 C0 p power 0 q power 20 plus 20c1 p power 0 p power 1 q power 19. Here p equal to 0.05 and q equal to 0.95. So after doing all the cancellation, we are getting the answer 0.2641 as the answer for at least 2 defective. Okay, then exactly 4 defective means it is correctly 4 defective. Therefore 20c4 p power 4 and q power 16. Here the p value of p equal to 0.05 and q equal to 0.95 whole power 16. Therefore 20 into 19 into 18 into 17, because 20c4 is 20, 19 and 18 into 17 divided by 1 into 2 into 3, 4. We are getting the answer 0.0133 for the question exactly 4 defective. The next one, find the mean and variance. So in normal distribution, mean equal to NP and variance equal to NPQ. So here the value of n equal to 20 and p equal to pi by 100. So after multiplying, we are getting 1. Okay. So variance equal to NPQ. So n equal to 20, p equal to pi by 100, q equal to 95 by 100. The answer is 0.95. The seventh question. In a particular university, 40% of the students are having newspaper reading habit. 9 university students are selected to find their views on reading habit. Find the probability that none of those selected have newspaper reading habit. And second, all those selected have newspaper reading habit. Third one, at least 2/3 have newspaper reading habit. First, we consider about the probability, that is P. P equal to 40% of the students are having reading habit. That is, let the probability of the students having reading habit equal to P equal to 40 by 100. That is 0.4. Okay. Then Q equal to 1 minus 0.4. We are getting 0.6. The first question asked is P equal to none of those who have selected having reading habit. None means it is 0. Okay. So P of x equal to 0 means 9c is 0. P power 0.4 and q power 9. Sorry, 9. Okay, because there were n equal to 9 here. N equal to 9. Therefore, 0.01008 persons are the probability none of those have selected having reading habit. Then P equal to all those who have selected have newspaper reading habit. All those means total is 9. Therefore 9c 9, p power 9, q power 0. P equal to 0.4 and q equal to 0.6. So we are getting the answer 0.00261. Okay. Then 2/3 of 9. The next question is 2/3 of 9 means it is 2 by 3 into 9. We are getting 6. That is P of at least 2/3 have newspaper reading habit means P of at least 6 have newspaper reading habits. Here the word at least is there. At least is nothing but 6. At least 6 means 6, 7, 8 up to 9 because the n equal to 9. So P of x equal to 6 plus P of x equal to 7 plus P of x equal to 8 and P of x equal to 9. So we have to find for all those things. After that we add these things in order to arrive the answer. So we are getting the answer 0.0994 after cancelling the things. Okay. In a family of 3 children, so what is the probability there will be exactly 2 girls? So there are 2 things. One is probability P and Q. P equal to 1 by 2 because here we take it as one is boy child and one is girl child. There are only 2 chances are there. For example, if you tossing a coins mean we are getting head and tail. Likewise, children's means it includes girls and boys only. Therefore, P equal to 1 by 2. Probability of getting a girl is probably 1 by 2 and it is boy is 1 by 2. Again 1 by 2 because Q equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. Then n equal to it is 3 children it is said. The question is probability of getting exactly 2 girls means P equal to 2. Okay. Therefore 3c2 p power 2 q power 1. Okay. So 3c2 is nothing but 3 into 2 divided by 1 into 2. We are getting 3. and 1 by 2 whole power 2 means it is 1 by 4. 1 by 2 whole power 1 means again 1 by 2. After multiplying we are getting the values 0.375. So this is the answer for exactly 2 girls. Okay. Then 9th questions, some mistake is there. We are going to see the 10th question. If 18% of the boards produced by the machines are defective, determine the probability that out of the 4 bolts chosen at random, exactly 1 will be defective. So here 18 bolts are there, therefore P equal to 18 by 100. So the answer for 10th question is something is in 9th itself, that is solution. From that you are going to copy it. That is, let P equal to probability of getting defective bolts means P equal to 18 by 100, which is answer for 10th question. Okay, Q equal to 1 minus 0.18, we are getting 0.82, and N equal to 4. After that we are going to see the continuation of this, that is P equal to exactly 1 defective bolt means P equal to X equal to 1, that is 4C1, N equal to 4, X equal to 1. Therefore 4C1, P power 1, Q power 3, that is 4 minus 1 means it is become 3. So 4C1, P power 1, Q power 3. After substituting the value of P and Q, we are getting the value P of X equal to 1 equal to 0.3969. Okay. The next one, P none will be defective. None means it is 0. Therefore X equal to 0. Then 4C 0, P power 0, Q power 4 minus 0, it becomes 4. So the answer becomes 0.4521. Okay. P at most 2 will be defective. At most 2 means it may be 0, 1 or 2. Okay, not more than 2. Okay, at most 2 means it is less than 2. The meaning is less than or equal to 2. Therefore P of X equal to 0, P of X equal to 1 and P of X equal to 2. So we are finding the values 4C0, 4C1, 4C2, P power 2, Q power 2. Then after cancelling it we are getting 0.9797. Okay. Next question. If the probability of success is 0.09, how many trials are needed to have a probability of at least one success as 1/3 of more? Given probability of P equal to 0.09, it is given in the question itself. Therefore Q equal to 1 minus P, it becomes 0.91, and N equal to 1, because how many trials are needed to have a probability of at least one success as 1/3 or more, that is N equal to 1. So P equal to at least one success, therefore 1 by 3 or more, that is greater than or equal to 1. We are finding this greater than or equal to 1 by 1 minus P of X less than or equal to 1 equal to 1 by 3. So we are finding the value of X. It is 1 minus 1 by 3, it becomes 2 by 3. Then P of X equal to 0 is 2 by 3. Putting X equal to 0 in the formula NCX P power X Q power N minus X equal to 2 by 3. We are arriving the answer 0.91 whole power N equal to 2 by 3, which is 0.6666. When 0.91 is multiplied by 5 times, we are getting the value 0.6240. Therefore it may be N equal to 5 or more. Here the number of trials are 5 or more. So the 12th question. Among 28 professors of a certain department, 18 drive foreign cars, 10 drive local cars. 5 of these professors are selected at random. What is the probability that at least 3 of them drive foreign car? Let P be the probability of driving foreign cars. Then P equal to 18 by 28, because total professors are 28. The foreign car is 18. So therefore 18 by 28 is probability of driving foreign cars, that is 0.64. Then Q equal to 0.36. N equal to 5, because 5 professors are selected at randomly. Okay. So if the question is P of X equal to 3, at least 3 of them drive foreign car means it is at least 3 means more than 3 also included. Therefore we are subtracting from 1, that is 1 minus x equal to less than or equal to 3. So therefore less than or equal to 3 means it is x equal to 0, x equal to 1 and x equal to 2. These things are subtracted from 1 in order to derive the answer. So we are getting the answer 0.7492. Out of 750 families with 4 children each, how many families would be expected to have at least one boy, at most 2 girls, and children of both sexes? Assumes equal probability for the boys and girls. So let the probability for the boy and girl is, it is 1 by 2. So already we said that children mean it is boy or girl, therefore the chances is 1 by 2 for each. Okay, so n equal to 4. At least one boy means x equal to 1, therefore at least 1 means it is 1, 2 or 3, therefore we have to subtract it from 1, that is 1 minus p of x less than equal to 1. We are getting the answer 0.9375, probability of one family having at least one boy. In the probability of 750 families means we have to multiply by 750, we are getting the answer 703 approximately. Then P at most 2 girls. At most 2 girls means it may be 1 girl, 0 girl, 1 girl or 2 girl. Therefore P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 1 plus P of x equal to 2. Here 4c 0, p power 1 by 2, that is p power 0 and q power 4. 4c 1, p power 1 and q power 3. Here p equal to 1 by 2 and q equal to 1 by 2. 4c 2, 1 by 2, 4 power 2 and 1 by 2, 4 by 2. We are getting the answer 0.0625 into 5 plus 6, that is 0.6815. Probability of one family having at most 2 girls is 0.6875, and hence the probability of 750 family means 0.6875 into 750, it is 516. Then the next subtopic is P of children of both sexes, that is at least one girl and at most at least one boy. At least one girl means it is P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 4. So we are getting the answer 7 by 8. So probability of one family having children of both sexes is 0.875. Then 750 family means it is 656. Okay. Next one. 40% of the business travelers carry a laptop. In a sample of 15 business travelers, what is the probability that 3 will have a laptop? What is the probability that 12 of them travelers will not have a laptop? What is the probability that at least 3 of the travelers have a laptop? Here P equal to 40%, it is that 40 by 100. 40% of the business means 40 by 100 means 0.4, and Q equal to 0.6, and sample is 15, therefore n equal to 15. First question, what is the probability that 3 will have a laptop? That is x equal to 3. Then 15c3 is 0.4 power 3 and 0.6 power 15 minus 3, it is 12. Okay, so we are getting the answer 0.634. What is the probability? 12 of the travelers will not have a laptop. So 12 will not have a laptops means remaining 3 persons having laptop. Therefore P of x equal to 3, we are getting the answer 0.634. Then at least 3 travelers have laptop means 3 travelers, 4 travelers, 5 travelers, it may goes more than 3. Therefore 1 minus P of x less than 3, that is P of 1 minus P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 1 plus P of x equal to 2. We are getting the answer 0.9730. Okay. A pair of dice is thrown 4 times. If getting a doublet is considered as a success, find the probability of 2 success. So here P be the probability of getting a double in a pair of dice. So double means it is 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So we are having 6 chances out of 36 chances. Therefore P equal to 1 by 6 and Q equal to 5 by 6. Getting 2 success means it is 4C2, P power 2 and Q power 2. The answer is 25 by 216. Okay, so Listen students, for your monthly test you have portions 4th chapter only, but this is a 7th chapter. So do the assignment which is given in a link and study well, practice well to score more marks in your October monthly test. Thank you students.